To see you. Welcome to my house. Here we are together, you and I. My name's Val Williams, and I'm so excited to be here with you this evening, just singing some favorite tunes. Why are we in my house, though? Why are we in my house and not a fancy place like Bohannon's in San Antonio? You know why. But let's not let it stop us. Come on over. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you apple and a plum and a apricot or two. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you figs and dates and grapes and cakes. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you Christmas tree. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you marriage ring and a pomegranate too. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you peach and pear and I love your hair. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you Easter egg. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything, everything, everything. Come on to my house. Come on to my house, friends. Oh, so we gotta stop that track. Why? Because we have tracks. Because I'm in my house by myself. Which is also why I'm going to be the one to also fix this camera here right now. Because, oh look, who's on tech? It's me again. All right. Now, one of my favorite things about music of this era, there we go. That's a little bit better. We got to get this camera happening here. Now we're all set up. Thought we were set up. We weren't. We'll survive. Hello again. One of my favorite things about music of this era is just, so that was a Rosemary Clooney tune from the 1950s. Come on to my house. And here we are in my house together. You're welcome. I just got this new chair. I hope that you like it as much as I do.
But some of the music of the 50s, which is when that song is from, can really be so cute, but also so frivolous. You know, it's a cute song, but like, what is it about? It's cute, but it doesn't really have any substance, which is kind of like a few of the men I've dated in my life. But not the current one, thank you very much. Actually has quite a bit of substance and does all the technology for all of anything that we try to do here, especially during these crazy times from home. So thank you to the one and only Nick. Another reason I love Rosemary Clooney, I wrote some things down here to share with all of you. Yes, Anna loves that chair. Thank you, Anna. So yeah, from my chair, I'll tell you about why I love Rosemary Clooney. There are many reasons. Obviously, her voice is amazing, all things amazing, but also the fact that she had like a second act to end all second acts. As in, you know, she was in the movie White Christmas in the 1950s. She was born in 1928. And then in the 1970s, she had really, we could say, faded from fame. And Bing Crosby, good old Bing, he's not here tonight. Okay, so just stop asking. But good old Bing said, Rosemary, why don't you come on tour with me, yada, yada, yada. And she said, okay. And she basically, in her 50s, which was unheard of for a woman at the time, because what are we supposed to be doing in our 50s? Nothing, eating bonbons, waiting to die, apparently. And she said no. And she joined this tour and literally launched a second act to end all second acts, major career moment, and had a late life jazz career, which is what this little book was that I was reading when you all joined me. So those are some of the many reasons that I love Rosemary Clooney. And I also love Mr. Bing Crosby. So we're gonna jump into some tunes that we're eating. Latrimar Productions is eating bonbons currently. And let me tell you, I support that. It's not that I don't support sitting around and eating bonbons. I'm here for it. Eat the bonbons you want. No one else is gonna tell me when I will and will not eat bonbons, right? It's gonna be my choice, bonbons. And speaking of choice, you know, Rosemary said one of the reasons she loved singing these songs during her late life jazz second act was that she finally had choice. Because when you're a star, you get to say what you sing and how you sing it and when you sing it and what key it's in and all those good things, which is just like me here in my house. I too am getting to make all the decisions because there's no one else here except all of you. So let's do it. A little Bing Crosby, and Judy Garland sang this one with him. The bells are ringing for me and my gal. The birds are singing for me and my gal. Everybody's been knowing to a wedding we're going, and for weeks we've been sewing. Every Susie and Sam, they're congregating for me and my gal. The parson's waiting for me and my gal, and sometimes we're gonna meet a little hope for 2 or 3 or 4 or more in Neverland for me and my gal. Oh, take it. Got this solo. It's not just a Val dance solo, it's a trumpet solo. The bells are ringing for me and my gang. The birds are singing for me and my gang. Everybody's been going to a wedding we're going, and for weeks they've been sewing. Every Susie and Sam, they're congregating for me and my gal. The parson's waiting for me and my gal. And sometimes we're gonna build a little home or two or three or four or more. In love land for me and my gal. Blue sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on, now on. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurry by, when you're in love, my, they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies from now on. Thank you for listening. So as I said, we got a little Bing Crosby there. Bing Crosby is the first one I heard sing that song, but that is one of the most recorded songs of the 20th century. It's been recorded by over 100 artists, including the one and only Willie Nelson. His version is really lovely and sweet. And obviously we have to shout out Willie because I am here in Austin, Texas. And wherever you're tuning in from, please feel free to put some stuff in the comments in the chats. It pops up on this little stream. We can all see what everyone's saying, and I can see it later and feel so good about myself. I miss you all. I miss people. People. We're not singing that song. So that's one of the most covered songs of all time, Blue Skies, or of the 20th century, I should say. Don't be giving misinformation. This next set of tunes I love as well. This is some stuff from the 30s. Maybe you've heard of George and Ira Gershwin. If you haven't, that's okay. I actually first heard of them. I think this is funny because it's a funny little kid story. In the 90s, so long ago, a musical came out called Crazy for You. And it was, I guess, really one of the first jukebox musicals, as we call it now, where they put a bunch of songs in a show and write a plot around it. But it is better than most jukebox musicals by far. And I would absolutely attribute that to the amazing music and just a team really knowing how to put it together. So I got a tape, thank you tape, of a cassette tape of Crazy for You, which I would play all the time in my house. And then I would go down in the basement and tap dance in my little Mary Jane tap shoes endlessly to the soundtrack of Crazy for You and try to keep up. And I'm sure it was so behind the beat, but it was fast. They were tapping fast. So I would like to credit the original cast of Crazy for You for my love of all things George and Ira Gershwin, and also for my bad knees because our basement floor was concrete. And I thought that was okay when I was 9, and now my knees hurt. So thanks, Crazy for You. But truly, thank you, George and Ira Gershwin, for writing all this amazing music. So I hope you like these next couple tunes. I've got rhythm, I've got music, I got my man who could ask for anything more. I got daisies in green pastures, I got my man who could ask for anything more. Oh, my trouble, you won't find him, you won't find him hanging around my door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more. Dance with yourself. Go on. No one can see you, you're in your house. Oh, man, trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him hanging around my back door. I got starlight, I got sweet dreams, I got my man who could ask for anything more, who could ask for anything more. I just about started laughing in the middle of that. Thank you, Carissa. These are good tracks, though, Gotta fix my eye makeup here. If you're gonna have tracks, they're good tracks. That is not vodka, but this is not water. We may never meet again on that bumpy road to love. Still, I'll always keep the memory of the way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. Now they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off-key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never meet again on this bumpy road to love. Still, I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way you sip your tea, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me. I see some of you out there saying you love that song. I love that song too. I just think it's so sweet. It just, just makes you think of good things and somebody you love and somebody who is great in your life, So cheers. And I saw cheers from Rachel. Cheers to you, Rachel. And cheers to all of you out there. So, I love a story. Story time with Val. I love a good story. And I love good real life stories because, you know, what they come out of is just funny interactions. And so many of you, my friends who are out there who know me, you know my story that I lived in New York City for 10 years before heading back to Pittsburgh, which is where I'm from originally, suburbs, and then ending up down here in Austin, Texas. So New York is a crazy, funny, amazing place. Many of us know that. If you've ever been there, you've felt it. You can literally feel it in the air. I attribute that to the just connected energy and so many people, so much energy, so much happening, you know, like it's just buzzing and humming. But the Upper West Side is comparatively, or was when I lived there, it's always changing, quiet, you know, and sweet and more neighborhoody than like Midtown. So I was working one of my million jobs, I can't even remember which one, babysitting, schlepping something from here to there, who knows, right? And my phone had broken because I break about one phone a year, which is why I have, I don't know where it is. I have the super indestructible case. I have still managed to break a phone or two through that case. So joke's on you, Otterbox. But it's pretty good. It's like pretty good overall. It has helped me go. I think I've had this phone for 2 or 3 years, which is pretty amazing, right? For me. Thank you. So I was in the Upper West Side Verizon store because I had broken my phone yet again or something. And I'm standing in line and I put my name up on the little queue, and a lovely, nice older gentleman comes over to me and he says, "Oh, are you Val?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, okay, I'm after you." He's just checking his place in the queue. And I look up at the names on the screen and it said his full name. Like, what are you doing? But it said Hoagie Carmichael. I don't remember if it said Hoagie Bix or Hoagie Carmichael. It said first and last, Hoagie Carmichael. So I look at the name and mine's just Val. I just like, Val, you know, I need a phone. I have to get to my next job in 72 minutes. But he had put his whole name up there and I said, "Oh, and you're Hoagie?" And I read, you know, Hoagie Carmichael. And I said, as in the Hoagie Carmichael? He said, "No, that's my father. He would be 112 or something like that. He's passed, but I'm his son." And I was starstruck in this moment. And anyone who knows me well, you know that I get starstruck by what maybe other people would think are weird people to be starstruck by. I don't think I would really care that much if I met Orlando Bloom. I'm sure he's lovely, super nice, great man, good things. But, you know, this to me was so exciting because I love Hoagie's music. And so meeting his son was amazing. So I said, you know, the Hoagie Carmichael said yes. We ended up talking and got connected. He emailed me and I worked with Hoagie for, I think maybe it was 2 years, just assisting him on different various projects. He's quite the writer. He's written multiple books about fly fishing on the Cascapedia River, which is super amazing and unknown to me subject. But it just was so joyful and fun to have that crazy, weird New York City connection and to get to know Hoagie Carmichael's son, Hoagie Bix, through the Verizon store and having broken my phone for the bajillionth time. So it really just goes to show you that there can be a rainbow in the cloud, for sure. So speaking of rainbows and beautiful things, this next tune is The Nearness of You, written by Hoagie Carmichael Sr. It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills or delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. When you're in my arms and I feel you so close to me, all my wildest dreams come true. I need no soft light to enchant me. If you only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight, and to fill in the night the nearness of you. Thank you. So this music, this music is old. Yeah, that song was written in the 1940s, so it is about 80 some years old. And many of us know it, obviously. I don't know what's going on here with this eye makeup. Put on so much eye makeup for this broadcast. Many of us know it. Of course, Norah Jones covered it. Many other people have covered it as well. And I came to know all this old-timey music, which of course we know it's just great music, right? It's just great American songbook, classic songs that so many of us love. And I see you all popping up saying, I love this song, I love this song. Like, I love them too. And thank you for sharing that with me. But I came to know a lot of this music through my mom and my dad, but especially my mom and her parents, who were both World War II veterans. My mother's father and mother's mother, they were both in the Air Force, and my grandmother was a first sergeant in the WACs who dressed in slacks during World War II. And she definitely never let anyone forget it, that she was a sergeant. I actually don't remember my grandfather's rank, but it was below sergeant, which was also very important. Like, just you remember, sir, what the ranks are here. Even when they were like 80 years old. So they had both served during World War II, and going to their house, I would hear a lot of this music, and we would watch TCM and watch these old movies together. And that just gave me a love for this stuff. But I see that I'm not alone, and I'm so grateful for that. And I think the reason that this music carries through is just because it is so beautiful and well written, right? Right? Oh, yes. I wrote some other things down here to tell you about. So my mom. So this next song, I learned through my mother, and I didn't even know that this was a jazz tune. I thought it was some little kid's tune. I guess it was a kid's tune, but I had no idea until much later in life when I heard, obviously, the one and only Ella Fitzgerald do this one. So this one goes out to my mom and my grandparents. A little bit. I task it, basket, a brown and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my mommy, and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket. She went trucking on down the avenue with not a single thing to do. She went pecking all around. Oh, when she spied it on the ground, she took it, my little yellow basket. And if she doesn't bring it back, I think that I will die. A tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. Won't someone help me find my basket? I don't know what I'll do. Oh gee, I wonder where my basket could be. So do we. Backup singers. Oh gee, I wish that little girl I could see. So do we. Oh, why was I so careless with that basket of mine? That itty bitty basket was a joy of mine. A tisket, a brown and yellow basket. Won't someone help me find my basket and make me happy again? Was it green? No. Was it red? No. Was it blue? No, just a little yellow basket. A little yellow basket. Just a little yellow basket. So sweet. And I saw my mom said she's tuned in. Thank you so much. Thank you for so much and for bringing all of this music into my life and giving me the opportunity to love it. But enough of that sap. Oh, right. So listen, I have had a little company called Vintageous Productions, which is how I got hooked up with the amazing Rachel Latrimore of Latrimore Productions. And she said, hey, fellow boss babe, like you seem cool and like you're on your gig and let's work together. And so we have, which I absolutely love, obviously live entertainment right now. We are all struggling, which is why I would like to take this moment to shamelessly call out that if you are able to make a donation, that will go both to me and to Latrimore Productions, because we are both in the live entertainment biz, and live entertainment is hurting right now. We all know that. We don't need to pretend it's not. Broadway's closed and so much else as well. So if you are in a position to support us and to support the live art scene, especially in your community, please do that. And I can't stress that enough because, even large theaters are often on a shoestring budget. It might seem not that way, but large theaters can be one season away from going away. And same with independent venues. If you follow the local Austin news, you know that many of the venues here are really struggling. So please contribute not only wherever you can, but also in your own community, because those places that you love to go see musicians, like we want to be back, we want you to be back. And none of us can do that, not only obviously when the whole Rona gets sorted, but also financially sustainable. We can't do that. We can't be there with you again if those venues are gone. So please give us some love. Rachel's got the gratuity info up there. Yes, girl. Yes, we don't need to be shy about it. The industry is hurting. And if you can support in your local community, please do that as well. There's so many amazing small theaters out there in addition to the amazing big ones. All right, enough of that spiel. I said my piece. I didn't count to 10, I just said my piece. So you can see that my look this evening is definitely inspired by like pinup realness. And On the subject of movies I probably shouldn't have been watching at whatever age as a child, so thanks, Regina, for that. Parental guidance. I'm kidding. But we were totally allowed to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit because it was a cartoon, right? I'm sure many of you out there also, maybe you showed it to your kids or you watched it and you're like, this is sad. Yes, it's animated, but also... So I, at whatever young age, was just obsessed with Jessica Rabbit and her looks and her outfits. And so once again, kind of like Crazy for You, this next song came into my life not through the original artist who I actually don't even know offhand because this song was written in the 30s, but Peggy Lee made it really famous. But before I discovered Peggy Lee, I had seen Jessica Rabbit. So this next tune was one that came into my life via Who Framed Roger Rabbit. A little bit of sass. You had plenty of money in 1922. You let all the women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. You're sitting here wondering what it's all about. You ain't got no money, they will put you out. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. If you had prepared 20 years ago, you wouldn't be wandering out from door to door. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. I fell for your jiving and I took you in. Now all you got to offer me is a drink of gin. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. Let's listen to this instrumental break and have a think about it. Do right like some other men do. Fell for your jiving and I took you in. Now I ain't got to offer me a drink of gin. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Like some other men do. Do right like some other men do. Like some other men do. Jessica Rabbit told you, get your life together. She told you, she warned you. She did warn you. Oh, I love that movie. Well, let's see, what time is it here? What do we have time for in this little set, in this little ditty? Yeah, we got some time. So, with Vintageous, one of the little ditties that I had at one point was a show called the Best of the Bottled Blondes. It was just a little review that I threw together out of songs I loved, and obviously paying homage to my own not completely natural hair color. Yeah. which at the time was bottled blonde. Now it's bottled mermaid. You're welcome. My mother hates it. But one of my favorite, peroxide blonde ladies, and obviously we're so much more than our hair color, but in the 50s, sometimes we weren't, right? That old infuriating saying of a woman's hair is her crowning glory. Yes, this is a crown. Obviously, I am a queen. But also, yes, and. So, I love that we're just going to do whatever we like, and also be fabulous, and also do whatever amazingness, which Doris Day did. So Doris Day was obviously totally America's sweetheart in the 50s. She's singing Que Sera, she's in the Pajama Game. It's just the sweetest. And then she really kind of faded from Hollywood, I think, definitely by the late 60s. I don't know about the early 60s. But she had done her business and was over it and wanted to instead put her energy into other causes, including being an incredible advocate for animal rights. And to her dying day was majorly in support of animal rights and care and rescue and advocacy. So it's just so cool to learn more about all these amazing ladies, not just what they sang, but the whole circle of their amazing lives. So this next one is Doris Day. Yes, Nicholas. Once I had a secret love that lived within the heart of me. All too soon my secret love had grown impatient to be free. So I told a friendly star the way that lovers often do, just how wonderful you are, and why I'm so in love with you. Now I shouted from the highest hills, even told the golden daffodils. At last my heart's an open door, and my secret love's no secret anymore. Just MGM. I shouted from the highest hills, even told the golden daffodils. At last my heart's an open door, and my secret love's no secret anymore. Your comments are cracking me up. I can see them in the middle of the songs, and it just makes me giggle and overjoyed. And I love that track, because yes, tracks, because very, very socially distanced band, Rachel called it. But that one just gives us like MGM vibes, you know, which is so joyful. So I'm gonna sing a few more here before we depart. And thank you all so much for joining me. We still have like 15 minutes. Don't go. It's kind of fun to play with the camera by yourself, because I can also see myself, but I'll do that, you know, later. All right, so this next collection of tunes, totally Great American Songbook. I hope you love them all. If you haven't already, please go get yourself a beverage of whatever kind and enjoy. And yes, also donate. Thank you for that reminder. All right. Sometimes you just meet that person and it just smacks you right across the face. It in a socially distanced way, like I mean as a metaphor. And yeah, you know, you just walking along, minding your business, and there they are. I was walking along, minding my business, when out of an orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you came by. I was humming a tune, drinking in sunshine, when out of that orange-colored view, flash, bam, alakazam, I gotta look at you. One look and I yell timber, watch out for flying glass, 'cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, this is it, I've been hit, this is it. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. A flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored sky. Timber, watch out for flying glass, 'cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, this is it, this is it, I've been hit. I was walking along, minding my business, when love came and hit me in the eye. A flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored, purple stripe, a pretty green polka dot sky. Flash, bam, alakazam, and goodbye. Thank you. Flash, bam, queen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, and queen. He's a fool, and don't I know it? But a fool can have his charms. I'm in love, and don't I show it? Like a babe in arms. Love's the same old sad sensation. Lately, I've not slept a wink, since this half-blind imitation put me on the blink. I'm wild again, beguiled again, a simpering, whimpering and bewildered am I couldn't sleep and wouldn't sleep when love came and told me I shouldn't sleep. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. Lost my heart, but what of it? He is cold, I agree. He can laugh, but I love it. Although the laugh song me, I'll sing to him each spring to him, and long for the days when I'll cling to him. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. I'll sing to him each spring to him, and worship the trousers that cling to him. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered am I. Calling it out. Lorenz Hart wrote the lyrics to that song, and he was famous and notorious for his naughty little ditties. So yes, Nicholas Smith, thank you. And it's correct that the original lyrics were worship the trousers that cling to him. They took it out. It was a little too risque for the Victrolas of the time, but it's the truth. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. With blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and my lashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells, and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Oh, so bad. Ooh. Snowflakes that stay on my nose and my lashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Oh, so bad. Ooh, so bad. Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here with me tonight. And we have just a few more songs together, but it has been a joy to see all of you. I love your comments and everything you're saying. And I just want to say a huge thank you to Rachel for doing this, because it is not easy to try to be mobilizing during this time and figure out what the heck to do. Okay, let me grab some water here. A lot of us are doing, yes, le jazz, hot, live streams and stuff like this. So please do follow Latrimore Productions. You can also follow me at Vintageous Productions, and my children's music, which is Songs for Young Whippersnappers. We do have an album of that, and it's online, and that's been keeping me busy because I've been teaching, which I'm grateful for. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. If you are able, please do drop a donation. The information is below. It's, what is it? It's Venmo, LP artists, and support your local live music and theater scenes, please. Here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few. That's right. In case you couldn't tell, I like to walk the line a little bit here, from jazz to musical theater and just whatever great American songbook stuff we can find. So we're going to close it out tonight with a Judy Garland classic, and I hope I do it some justice, and I hope you sing along if you know it, because this is definitely a sing along from your own velvety chair in your own way type of tune. Thank you all so much. The night is bitter, the stars have lost their glitter, the winds grow colder, suddenly you're older, and all because of the man that got away. No more his eager call, the writings on the wall, the dreams you've dreamed have all gone astray. The man that won you has run off and undone you. The great beginning has seen its final ending. don't know what happened. It's all a crazy game. No more that all-time thrill, for you've been through the mill, and never a new love will be the same. Good riddance, goodbye. Every trick of his, you're on to. But fools will be fools, and where's it gone to? The road gets rougher, it's lonelier and tougher. With hope you burn up, tomorrow he will turn up. There's just no let up the livelong night and day. Ever since this world began, there's nothing sadder than a one-man woman looking for the man that got away. The man that got away. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. And if you'd like to follow us, you can follow me, Vintageous Productions. You can certainly follow Latrimore Productions, who's streaming to you all tonight, and Songs for Young Whippersnappers, which is my kids' project. So near and dear to my heart. Please do drop a donation if you can. And I couldn't leave you without a little goodnight wish. I mean, that's a torch song to end all torch songs. But we ain't gonna leave on a sad note. I could do that better, hang on. There she is. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me once again. I can't wait to see you all around, even if it's just on another Zoom or whatever, and have a beautiful night. Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you miss me. When I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading and I linger on deep, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you. Sweet dreams till all your worries are behind you. And in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening. I hope you do dream a little dream of me. And this hair color, to say the least. Thank you, Rachel. I miss you. And your comments have been everything tonight, friends. Way to be on it with the comments. Come on now, sing a little verse with me. Chorus. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams fan you. Sweet dreams to leave all worries far behind you. And in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. La da 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 da.